Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing my April favorites. We are quickly moving into the month of May, which is super exciting. I feel like we're so close to summer and we don't even know what's gonna happen during the summer, but at least we know that we have more sunshine and warmer weather. So today I'm going to be doing my favorite video of the month, which is using all the makeup that I am obsessed with on my face. So I already went ahead and did my brows because that's nothing new. I just used my Precision Pencil by Cookie Cosmetics, and like, look at these brows. I actually just did them myself. I went ahead and like tweezed them, and I also used a little razor at the top for the top area, and like, look how clean they look. Like, I'm impressed. Maybe I'll do like an eyebrow video, like how I grew my brows and how I fill them in, because I mean, I'm impressed with myself. All the talents that I'm discovering during quarantine is just amazing. Okay, so let's move right along. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and start off with is our eyes. I'm just gonna be prepping them really fast, which you guys know I always do this step because I think it's essential. So yeah, let's fast forward through this moment because you guys see this all the time. So the eyes prepped, we're gonna move right into our first favorite of the month of April, and that is this beautiful Huda Beauty pastel mini palette. This one is in the mint color. Can I open it? There we go. Okay, so we have these fun colors, and I'm assuming you guys are probably like, whoa, that's like a lot of like mint in there. And yes, this month I was obsessed with mint vibes. Like, I literally think this is so fun because I feel like the colors are just so great to play with. And they're out of our comfort zone, and I feel like that's what we need sometimes. So today I'm actually gonna be doing more so of like a matte look with a pop of shimmer like in the inner tear duct. Just very simple, easy for you guys to recreate at home. And we're just gonna be starting off with this color right here, and I'm taking the Smith brush. This is the 230 brush. I've also been really loving Smith brushes this month. I actually just got a package from Smith, and they sent this to me, which I'm so grateful that they, you know, decided to send me something. And I've been using the brushes and they are so soft, especially this 230 brush. Like, I've been obsessed with it. Like, just the way that it applies the shadow and blends everything out has been a dream. It just packs on color really well, especially if you're kind of just working with very few colors and are just really trying to blow up the look. But I have to say, one of my favorite things about this palette is the fact that it is so pigmented. Like, I was scared that these colors were not going to be noticeable on my eyes because I have, you know, I'm more so of like a tan skin girl, and I feel like sometimes these colors just look best on people that are more fair. But I am very pleased to say that they actually pop. Then I'm gonna be taking another brush. This is also another Smith brush. Another one of my favorites is the 232. So I've been like literally rotating these two brushes for like blending and just packing on color. For that, I'm gonna be going in with the darkest shade, which we have right down here. And I'm gonna be packing that mainly on the lid. And the reason we're doing mainly on the lid, the darkest color, is because this is kind of where we can really control like the pigmentation and the color, as opposed to the top. Because they are lighter shades, you're able to really diffuse it out as much as possible and not make the look so intense. So I really just kind of like to target the darkest shade right on the lid, back and forth. Like I mentioned, the Smith brush just packs it beautifully. And this one is even fluffier than the first one, as you guys can see. But they're just really good brushes. And there we have it. It's pretty simple, like I mentioned. I just kind of really wanted to create like the illusion of a very blown out look. Okay, so I am gonna be going in with a wing liner. And I wanna give a special shout out to this liquid liner by e.l.f. This is the H2O proof eyeliner. I honestly wasn't expecting anything intense from this eyeliner, but let me tell you, I've become obsessed with it. It is so pigmented, works really well through all of my shadows. Well, there we have it. We have a bold color on the eye and we have a bold wing. I feel like this is just like the perfect combo. And now we're gonna be moving on to lashes. I'm just gonna go in my lash case. I always keep like my favorite lashes at the moment in this baby. So I have a few in here. But today I wanna talk about a specific pair that I just am living for. These are by Araceli Beauty, and you guys have probably seen me post about these on my Instagram because that's where I've been like really like posting about them and just raving about them. These are the CATHRYN lashes. These just came out recently. They are part of the Araceli Beauty sister collection. And I think each lash is named after her sister. So they have this one, the CATHRYN lash, and the Morelia lash. I have not used Morelia yet, but I'm really excited to try her out. So that may be my May lash, but for April, CATHRYN really made the statement. So there is the lash. As you guys can see, it's super bold and fun. It's definitely for like my more glam lady or gent. I just feel like these, like, we're just so elevated with them. And like I mentioned, I feel like if you are doing just like a single color and it's like super blown out and you're not really worried about doing too much behind, where you're like, I want this eyeshadow to be noticed, I think this is the perfect lash. I just love the separation. I also love the fact that it gives me like this doll-like vibe. So I'm gonna go ahead and complete the other eye off camera, and then we can go ahead and start off the face and move into some of my face favorites because I do have some really, really good ones. I finished off this eye, and now we start to kind of look a little bit more put together, not just with one eye. So we're gonna move on to the face. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and apply is my Ultra Repair Oil Control First Aid Beauty Moisturizer. This stuff is so good, especially if you do have oily skin. I just feel like it does such a good job of really absorbing any oil that you may have on your face. And to be honest, guys, I also have been using this kind of like as a primer on the days where I don't feel like using my e.l.f. Putty Primer. You guys know that I use that e.l.f. Putty Primer all the time, but there's some times where I'm just like in a rush, or sometimes I'm just too lazy to also go in with primer. And I feel like because the consistency is a little bit sticky, it allows everything to kind of get tacky and apply really well. So, and now we can move on to our foundation and our concealer. For foundation, I've been obsessed with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation. This stuff is so good. I don't know why, but I literally love it so much. I know some of you guys who have oily skin are probably like, wait, what? But yeah, like I mentioned, the dry cheeks can sometimes be an issue for me. So what I've been doing is I've been using this, and not only does it work so well on my complexion, but it also is like the perfect color for me right now. And it's so affordable, so I'm like, why the F not, you know? And apply it. They also do have a matte version of this, so if you do have oily skin, I would recommend looking into that one. I actually repurchased it because I want to film a video comparing both of these side by side. I have it over here. This is the original, the matte one. So I'm gonna be doing that soon, so stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna be taking the sponge. So this is the Araceli Beauty Sponge. I know you guys are probably like, oh my God, you finally switched sponges, because I'm so used to using the e.l.f. one, but I actually just recently got this Araceli one. Araceli Beauty, also the same brand from the lashes. They just came out with the sponge. This is the Bella sponge, and it is so good. And it's also affordable. It's not like beauty blender price. So this is definitely a good way to apply my foundation lately. You guys know that I'm like a ride or die for the e.l.f. sponge, but this one just has I don't know, it has been really doing it for me. So I've been obsessed with it. But you guys can see, just gives you such a healthy glow. Like, I don't think it's too intense, but I just feel like it looks like my skin, but better. And now we're gonna go ahead and go in with our concealer. And as soon as we conceal, we can go ahead and powder everything. So a concealer that I've been loving with this foundation is this Juvia's Place one. I did a review on this, and ever since I did the review, I haven't really reached for this just because I'm always reviewing something new. But with all this time on our hands, and like we can't really shop anywhere, so like you shop your stash pretty much all the time now, and I've just been obsessed. So I use this in the shade 15, and I'm just gonna take this concealer. I'm gonna be using my Tati Beauty Blendiful because this is my jam. And I'm just gonna blend it all out. I like using the Tati Blendiful for concealer because I feel like it makes sure that my concealer has the most full coverage. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go into Airspun. I haven't used this in a while. I started using it again and I just love this powder, especially for my under eyes. I feel like my under eyes just love this. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. And we're just gonna take a little bit of this down because I do wanna powder the face because there are some areas where I do feel like the Wet n Wild foundation does make my skin a little bit dewy. Obviously, I appreciate the dewiness. I love how the skin looks, but I still, as an oily skin person, combination skin person right now, I feel like I need to make sure that the areas that could possibly get worse with oils are under control with the powder. So I'm just going in with the powder there. I'm letting this bake on my under eye because that's just an essential step so that I don't crease. And while I do that, I will move on to the other eye and do the same exact step. So now that we have powder on both eyes, we're gonna go ahead and dust it away on this side because it sat there for a minute. And look how beautiful the powder looks over this foundation. Like, look at that. It looks stunning. It gives such a beautiful airbrush finish. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with the consistency of this foundation. It's just so like bomb. And for the price, you guys, like, you cannot beat it. I feel like if you're somebody that has combination to dry skin and you haven't tried out this Wet n Wild Dewy Foundation, you need to get on it ASAP. And if you do have very oily skin, check out the original one, which is matte, if you haven't done so, because I think this is good too. Going back to my Airspun powder, because this is definitely another one that I went back to during this quarantine, has really just been game changer for me. This is such a good powder. I love it. So affordable. I also really love the one by Maybelline, the Fit Me, but the issue with this one for my under eyes that I started to notice is that it is a little bit closer to my skin complexion, and I personally like a very bright under eye. Like, I like this section to look a little bit brighter than everything else, so I prefer a translucent powder rather than something that's gonna just fit over all the face. So that's why I kind of stepped away from this for the under eye only. For everything else, I usually like to use to just powder my face. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the cheeks, the contour, bronzing, whatever you want to call it. And this baby has been my jam. So this is the Benefit Cosmetics Cheek Star Reunion palette. It has been my go-to. I think it's just such a lovely palette. It has everything that you need to finish off the face and really give it that dimension. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with Hoola, or Tried and True. You guys know that Hoola is like one of their OGs. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Real Technique brush and just warm up the face, because you guys know that I love doing this. I just never miss a step because I feel like this is definitely something essential. I just believe in a lot of dimension when you do your makeup. I just think this is such a good deal because you get all these items for 60 bucks. When if you think about it, for like a high-end blush or contour, it's literally like $35 a pop. So $60 for all this stuff, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. So now that we have that, we're gonna go in and do our blush. And for blush, I'm gonna be using Sugar Bomb right here, which I think this blush is like the perfect blush for people that are around my complexion. Ooh, I hate when the brow hairs do that. They just like get messed up. I'm like, no, no, no. Okay, so we have this blush. I just feel like it just looks so good on my complexion. Like, it just suits my color scheme. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking another product. This is Georgia. It's kind of like a peach blushy shimmery moment. So what I do with this is I just pop this on top of Sugar Bomb to kind of give it like a little bit of a glowy moment, especially moving into like summer. I feel like there's nothing like a good little moment on these cheekbones. So I love that for myself. And that's pretty much all we're gonna use today from this palette. I'm gonna quickly clean up the cheekbones because I kind of want to structure them a little tiny bit more. So I'm gonna go back in with my sponge. Now we're gonna go ahead and just coat the lower lashes with some mascara. I'm not gonna do any eyeshadow on the lower lash line because I just kind of want the top of the eye and the lashes to speak for itself. The mascara I'm using is another one that I've been really loving. It's the e.l.f. Length and Volume Mascara. Such a good mascara, super creamy. I love this small little brush because I feel like it really gets in every single lash. What else do I want to do real quick? I want to go in and do a pop on the inner tear duct because that's another thing that's going to really make this just kind of pop a little bit more next level. So we're going back in with a palette and I'm taking one of my favorite brushes. This is the JH 39 brush. It's perfect for applying a little pop of color in the inner tear duct. So I'm gonna be mixing these two shades right here. And I'm gonna be applying that right in this area. I'm telling you guys, a very easy eye to do. Now I'm gonna go ahead and dust away. You can see how it looks a little bit more sharper. So this, I feel like I rave about this every few months or so, but this is the Jaclyn Hill Balm Highlighter. These are like the very intense highlighters. This is one of my favorite. It's in the shade Balm. And I'm gonna be taking the Jaclyn Hill J02 brush. I really have been loving this brush to apply a little bit of a highlight moment. So I just take a little bit of this on the cap and then just kind of like spread it around because we don't need that much. Very little of this product goes a long way. So I'm gonna be taking the brush and then I'm literally just gonna be applying it right here. So I've been wearing this a lot in my Instagram pictures and people are like, girl, that highlight. Like I've been getting like messages like, what is that highlight? And I'm like, oh, it's Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Balm Highlighter. Like it just needs no introduction. And this photographs so beautifully that like you don't have to do any type of enhancement to the picture for you to see this blinding highlight. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the lips. So these two babies. These are the new Artist Couture lipsticks. I am obsessed. I am literally a fiend for these lipsticks. They're so freaking good. You're about to see these in action. But I actually just thought of something that I probably shouldn't have thought about because now I'm gonna want to get it. But I've been really eyeing those Gucci lipsticks. And the Sephora sale ends in just a few days. So I actually may purchase a Gucci lipstick. Wasn't gonna do it, but just thought about it and might have to do it. So the first thing I like to do is line my lips. This is one of my all-time favorite lip liners. This is the KKW Beauty Nude number 2, and I just line all over. I feel like when you do such a bold eye, you kind of need to do a more nude lip, which is why I feel like this is perfect. And anyways, these are like some of my favorite types of like lipsticks, so why not? Like color-wise, they're like my favorite. So I'm gonna start off with Saucy Gal, and I'm just gonna be applying this all over. And I am applying it a little bit on top of the lip liner because I just want to kind of like blend it in together. Okay, so now I'm taking Angel Baby, which is like the more nude, pinky nude shade, and I'm just gonna apply it in the center of the lips. And then you can just kind of blend it all in together. Like these two nudes on my complexion, if you're around my complexion or a little bit darker, you're going to love them. So this pretty much is the entire face of my favorites of this month. Another favorite, this is like so random, but I mean, hand sanitizer. Who doesn't love hand sanitizer right now? Oh my God, I almost forgot. Press on nails, guys. These are like everything right now. Right now I'm wearing some press on nails from LA Colors. They're so good. I'll try to find them and link them down below for you guys. But I've had these on for over a week. It's gonna be, how many days? 7, 8, 9 days of me wearing these, and they're just still going on strong. I'm about to change them actually because I want a different color for like some looks that I'm doing for Instagram. So I actually have these. I painted these. These were like just clear nails that I got from Target, the Kiss nails, and they're short because I feel like a thing with press-ons for me, from what I've noticed, well, I haven't used long ones yet, but I've noticed that like because they're shorter, they just kind of stick on better than I feel like really long ones would. So I just painted these with an Essie nail polish, and I put them on these little stands so that I can paint them, and then I'm just gonna take them off of here and put them on my nails probably tomorrow or so. But they're just so easy to do and super fun. And the cool thing about press-ons is that you can literally change them like as much as you want. So it's like just very easy to work with. I actually ordered some custom press-ons, which I'm really excited about. I paid like $100 for them. I ordered like 2 of them, and then I'm gonna get a free one because I spent over $100. You guys will see those. Maybe I'll do like a press-on nail video so I can show you guys how I do my press-ons, but like it's been game changer for me. So I'm excited to see what I will be obsessed with next month. Please go ahead, if you haven't done so already, give this video a big thumbs up. It lets me know to continue doing my monthly favorite videos. I love doing these so much. If you're new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Jessica. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video enough to stick around and become a member family here on YouTube, because I wouldn't want you guys to miss my videos for the world. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit it because, I mean, guys, if you're not part of the fam, you're not gonna see these videos. And if you're not seeing these videos, I don't know what you're doing. So go ahead and subscribe while you're at it. Hit that notification bell so that you get these videos in your inbox as soon as I upload, so you don't miss a beat. That being said, I love you guys so much, and I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye, guys.